today, I'm going to show you how to take this thing and make it worth owning. And that's usually just because I don't love Marvel Legends figures. So why did I buy it? Well, I'm going to show you why. I mean, also, it's Professor X. You got to have a Professor X, duh. Like, what are you crazy? You're going to have an X-Men, even if it's Mayfex, and not have a Professor X? You buy what you can get, folks. The only downside is that this is just a remade thing. They produced it at one point, and then they re-released it. Anyway, the heck am I talking about? We'll get to it, so stay tuned, and I will show you, I promise. And if you can't get a hold of one of these things, there is a Professor X in his, like, kind of militarized jumpsuit thing. I don't know, from it's a Target, is what I'm trying to say. You can get that, it's like 25 bucks. And you can use it with what I'm about to show you later. That's a little bit of a hint, kind of. This is something that was pretty expensive for a while until they re-released it. You got a lot of stuff going on here that is inappropriate for all ages. Let's open this thing up and find out if this Professor X is worth it. And I already told you kind of that it was, that we're going to make it worth it. Also, I'm curious who did the artwork. This was the time with Hasbro where, are they back to doing this again? Anyway, where like the sides of the boxes had really good artwork. A lot of times it was David Nakayama, but I don't think that's him. Oh, that's fun on the inside. Nice animated series artwork in there that is not what this thing is from. So that's a lie. Also, I think that this thing today, if they were to make it, would be one of those at minimum $50 figures, which is not cool. So at least it was priced right when it first came out. How much did I pay for it now? The re-release. I think 50 or 60. I should shut up because I don't know what I'm saying. This is very much Hasbro from a few years ago. Super glossy pants, semi-matte finished jacket, glossy arms. I'm being pretty harsh on it. It's fine. It's fine. Marvel Legends collectors, they don't care. This is perfect for them, right? Tell me. All right, so we got a lot of stuff. Also, this is the first Marvel character to come with an officially licensed Mad Hatter Reviews head sculpt. Check that out. That is actually the best part of this whole set so far. This is really well done. The paint and stuff on this is really nice. The glasses, I guess you can take off, which is pretty sweet. Now, who is this and what does it go on? Mad Hatter, already said that. Accessory wise, you got this thing to cover up his leggies, so it's like you always have to stay warm when you're an old dude. And then you got this, which is part of his cushion, so he can stay comfortable when he's living inside this little transport wheelchair thing. This looks really nice. Good texture, by the way. It's also a little soft. You get this, which is this is NC-17? Oh, no, this is just rated M for mature. What a wild effect. It's got like a pearlescent to it, which is nice, but this is, I would go to Can of Beams to get a mental effect. This is, yeah, that's a choice. Then you got this, which goes, same kind of look. This goes underneath the chair to kind of look like it's floating, but it's like it's always pushing air. It's a little extreme, but really cool concept. I think just a clear one would have been fine, but you know, this is Hasbro a few years ago. They put a little bit more money into their figures. And Professor X, again, this is like super basic, man. I mean, this is more comic or something than anything. It's definitely not the animated series. He's such a glossy boy. He only comes with this kind of hand and this. Oh my gosh, does he also love Jean Grey? No, he does telekinesis. Telekinesis, that's when you move stuff. Telepathy. I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, brown shoes. Let's move on. Oh, you know what? You know what? Thought I knew where he was. Everett Ross would be a good alternative if you wanted a blue suit. Anyway, let's move on. There's not anything really left to talk about with these accessories except for his actual chair, which is that like marbleized plastic that gives it this kind of metallic. You can see there's some shine in there, like sparkles and things, but then you get this like wavy stuff that's happening. So, you know, a little bit of paint does go a long way. Can't hate on it too much. Pretty straightforward to put together. Except I did it wrong. Kind of reminds me of the old vintage one. I guess it's vintage at this point. The old one from when we were young lads. So these parts slide open to allow him to control stuff. Whatever your little brain in your little head talking to myself, can come up with, that's what that's going to be used for. It's just as simple as it gets. Okay, there he is. He's doing his mine stuff. Cool. Stick this thing on there, and now you're floating. Okay, you put it on the shelf like that. Congratulations, you did it. Let's move on because this isn't what it's all about.
Yeah, look at me. I'm Charles. My legs don't work. I have to cover them up with a little blankie.
Now I'm going to show you why you buy this. You may be familiar with this creator. You may be familiar because you follow them on Instagram already, or you saw a Mad Hatter Reviews video talking about a little playset for the Joker movie. This is what it's all about, baby. This thing is gorgeous. This is the power, the benefits of being in an era. Creators get to make whatever they want. Whatever's in their brains, they can put into a machine and poop it out and have this beautiful thing. Now, who is this? This guy right here, Toy Blocks. So if you follow Toy Blocks over on Instagram, it's Toy Blocks. And if you follow, well, just scan that. There you go. I don't need to tell you nothing. I'll give you a 3, 2, 1. You scanned it. Good job for you. You can buy this very thing. I also bought this very thing. And this is the base. The alternative option that came with that other one is you just do this. So it's got some 3D fuzz, but that happens. Okay, you can just peel it off. No big deal. So this is a good solution. It doesn't need to look like steam coming out of it. I am curious though. Are you able to? No, but that would be kind of fun. I'd bet if you disassembled this thing, you could use this base without the white plastic. I don't know how to take it apart. Well, you probably have to heat it up. But I do feel like you could take this apart if you really wanted to use that thing and have that base on there. But like I said, essentially a clear base is good enough, especially if you get it at the right angle. You're never really going to see it anyway. Now, let's take our, well, not this guy. You know, look, at the end of the day, did I buy this one because it popped up and it was available? Yes. And I thought that was my only option. Then Target puts out that other one. Then I'm like, okay, I could have taken an Everett Ross body and then any head that looks like Professor X, or is a Professor X head, put that together. But this is where I'm at, okay? Who wants to buy this other piece? Because now I got the perfect one. Well, don't buy that one. You should buy this one. That's the whole point, isn't it? Stupid me. And he can still have his little leg warmers because he's an old man. Look at that. Oh my God. It looks so good. I mean, I saw the freaking pictures, obviously. But seeing it together really does give me that 90s X-Men vibe. This is great. Yes, it's 3D printed. Yes, there are some 3D printed lines, but for the most part, look at how smooth this is. There's like a coating on here. I don't know what he did. He used magic, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he just sanded it down a little bit and then put some kind of shellac on it. But it really adds to the look of it. Gives it that metallic feel rather than just being like kind of a matte 3D print thing. So this is really, really well executed. I cannot wait to put it with my other X-Men. And for me, yes, I do have the 97 X-Men action figures, but I also have some Mafex figures. And those are the ones that I can't wait to complete. Well, it's going to take forever. I should wait to complete because they produce them really slow, but I do have Rogue on pre-order and that Jubilee, which would really help. And then I need to kind of circle back and get some of the original ones, which I have reviewed, but they weren't mine, so I had to give them back. Anyway, that's enough about me. Stupid. This is it, folks. I mean, there is no other option, okay? I just wish that there were some alternate hands for this Professor X. Although at the end of the day, like I just want like a relaxed one. That would be enough, because that's a bit much, unless he's always doing this. But if he's just sitting on the shelf, I mean, it does look cool. It's as much of an action pose as you can get for a Professor X. This guy is making a lot of stuff, so check him out. Here's some images of the things that he's creating that you can purchase. But it's just superior to this thing. It's not that this was awful by any means. I mean, really, I was giving it a hard time, but this is definitely more of a comic booky look. It's super techy, but the animated series, this is what you were used to. This kind of like futuristic car thing versus this. I don't even know. How would you describe this thing? It's just so techy. I'm super satisfied, and I would, I think, prefer to find a body for this guy that was maybe soft goods even. Just an upgraded body of a dude in a suit. But I don't know where to get that. Well, there you have it, folks. This was a secret creator spotlight. And if you like this idea of pulling in creators and showing off their goods, click the top link there and watch more of them. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.